Hi, my name is Chris Penner, and this is my vulnerability vlog. Just here to tell my story. In the last video, I spoke about how difficult it can be to go through life changes, how we need to love ourselves in order to fight ourselves through these moments. And I know this because I personally have gone through some pretty significant life changes over the last 3 years. After a long, beautiful relationship, my ex and I decided to file for divorce. After 15 years of smoking pot every day, I decided to remove THC from my life. And most recently, I decided to leave a successful career in marketing and sales behind in order to pursue life coaching. In every moment of change, I find the most important first step is talking about it with everyone. This can actually be the thing that holds us back from making changes altogether, is this agony of telling a different story. I think it's like one of the sneakiest versions of negative self-talk I've encountered. This voice in my head that's like, well, you can't change because then you're going to have to tell everyone about it. And then everyone's going to realize that you've been living this lie this whole time. Oh, how will everyone respond? It can be so powerful. I find this amazing. This fear of people's responses to a news story can be so powerful that we end up just living an unfulfilled life in order to avoid it completely. And I'm completely guilty of that. In some cases, it took a long time for me to say to someone what I had told myself. But when I did finally speak up, I realized it's not so scary after all. Sure, there's awkward moments where someone thinks they're talking to the old you, but you have to introduce them to the new you. But other than that, I honestly found every single response to be helpful in its own way. Some people responded with disbelief by saying, like, I can't believe it. It just doesn't seem right. I found these responses to be the most challenging, but also the most therapeutic. It's in these types of responses where it's my job to explain myself, to talk about why I'm so passionate about making this change. And the act of saying that out loud really helped me to feel even more confident that I was making the right decision. The second type of response is affirmation. Oh yeah, this seems totally right. I'm not surprised you're making this decision. That frustrated me, those responses. Like, why didn't you just tell me? It would have saved me all this agony if you just told me what you knew already. But that's not their role, the people we confide in. Their role is to love the story that we're telling, to take it as truth. Only we can change our story. Actually, I found it quite encouraging, these responses. Maybe it's not so crazy after all, this change I've decided to make, because people already see it in me. The third type of response I got was support. People asking how they can help. I think it's important to expect these responses and be ready for them. I found the most helpful thing to ask for in these moments was accountability. To tell them that, hey, this is a big decision. It's not going to be easy. It's going to require perseverance. And so I want you to hold me accountable to it. Check in with me. Make sure I'm still on track. That's what I want to leave you with today. Don't be afraid to speak the truth. It takes a lot of energy to live an inauthentic version of ourselves. Imagine what you can do with that energy when you speak your truth and free it up. Stop living this facade. My challenge to you, think about one thing that you've been telling yourself you wanted to change, but you haven't told anybody, and tell one person today. If you can't think of someone to talk to, I'd love to be that person. Reach out. I'll create a nice, safe, confidential space for you to speak your truth. Thank you.